Hello, beautiful Malaysians. Blessings to all of you. Good morning. I just want to do this video to actually respond to the reactions that we've seen the last couple of days since our press conference on announcement of the constituencies that the Gerak Independent are going to stand. So I'm trying to provide our perspective from the things that has come up, and to maybe perhaps elaborate a little bit on why we choose the constituencies, especially at least from my perspective. And hopefully I will try to answer the allegations that's being alleged towards us. So I just want to say that with regards to the mention of frogs and underperformance constituencies, I would suggest that people have a look at the full video, the live video that was taken during our press conference, in what context the frogs and underperformance constituencies were mentioned. You see, when we first started this, we've done studies on the constituencies that most likely will be more receptive towards Gerak Independent movement and ideas. So we put this forward to the candidates, and the candidates themselves decide where they're going to stand. So for example, I choose Batu because I feel that the Batu constituencies would be more receptive towards what I've been doing all this while, and that they would understand where I'm coming from. Now, people are saying, why am I actually, or why are we all taking PH kind of positions in all of these constituencies? I cannot answer for all of the candidates because we are all on our own, in a way that we only agree that we stand for the pillars that we have, the 5 pillars. Amongst them will be equality, separation of powers, and stuff like that. Have a look at our pillars, what we stand for. And then for myself, I would say this. People who suggest that why don't I run in BN and PN area? Now, you guys know what I have been standing up for all this while and what I've been speaking, especially when it comes to the manipulation of religion in our country. So do you think that Siti Kasim standing in a PN or BN area, where majority will be a section of the society that may not be able to understand for what I stand for? I've spoken about separation of powers. I've spoken about the separation of religion and state, that religion ought to be given back to the sultans. I've spoken about the oppression of the minorities. I've spoken about equality for all Malaysians. So do you think I stand a chance in these kind of areas? So you see, when for myself especially, when we go in, we want to win. What's the point of just to show that, as a matter of principle, you should run in these areas where BN and PN stand? All this while, I have already said that just shouting on the ground is not going to make a change. We have to have good people in parliament, people who dare to speak up on issues which many of our politicians don't have the political will to actually talk about it or even try to raise these matters. So we believe in Gerak Independent. The independents are able to speak up on issues which are not being controlled by the political parties. That we believe that we don't have, this baggage from the political leaders, their warlords, and the political whip the party whip, we are free to speak up on issues which they may not want to pick up. So this is why, we feel that as an independent, we have more freedom to talk about things that which are affecting the people, the rakyat, rather than only pick up on issues which are not going to affect the so-called political parties. So this is why we feel that this is another way for good people to go straight into parliament via being independent. Now, this is an art of war. You don't go into a battlefield knowing that you're going to lose. So people who think that we are trying to split the votes, or why are we taking PH constituencies? Hello, people. The maximum we are putting in are only 10 candidates. There are 222 seats in parliament. Why don't you understand that, or at least give us a chance to show you what kind of MPs we can be? This is the perspective I'm trying to offer to you, or we are trying to offer to you. Actually, to be honest, we are quite excited to see the response, and the news that's being put out about us standing, and the announcement of the places that we are going to stand. The reason why we did this earlier is because so that, unlike the previous years, over the years, they only announce the candidate for your constituencies just 2 weeks before the election. People don't know who are these candidates. Actually, most of them, yeah. So here we are offering you to say that, okay, now you already know the potential candidates for your constituency. So find out about us and check out about us and see what we stand for. What have we been doing, especially myself. We are not doing this for the sake of power, or for money, or for ego and things like that. I don't know for the rest of the Gerak Independent, and I think I believe that they are standing because they are fed up with what's going on with the political parties, and so therefore they feel that they can offer a lot of better services to the rakyat, because at the end of the day we believe that the rakyat are the bosses, and we have to listen to the rakyat, not the political leaders. So I just hope that you guys can see from our perspective, and if still not clear, I'm willing to listen and explain further with regards to Gerak Independent movement, and why we believe that we need to change or provide a different paradigm for the voters. So that's it. I really hope that people understand a little bit better why we are standing where we have announced, and so therefore think about it, and if not clear, just ask, and hopefully I will try to respond. Thank you very much.